Hello fellow simmers and welcome to FlightSim Productions. Today we're going to tackle a problem that many folks have been waiting for a solution for, and hopefully this will work out for you. This is the way I got it to work on my machine. I'm not sure if it'll work on yours. I'm using Windows 10, and I am also going to be using, of course, the Microsoft Flight Simulator Steam version. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download a file. And in order for this to work, folks, you can't use the latest version, from what I understand. I've not tried it with any success. I've had success with this, and this was only from reading in the FS Recorder forum itself. I had to take a little bit of a different twist on it to make it work in my machine, and maybe this might be the solution for yours. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the downloads here, download this link right here, FS Recorder 1.331, and just go ahead and click on that, and obviously you're going to want to save it, and it just takes a few moments to download. And double click on it, it does come over as a zip file, so you're going to want to extract it to wherever you want to extract it to. And I have everything set up on my machine, but I'm going to just kind of walk you through it. There's two ways you can do this. You can double click on the setup MSI file, and that will go through the auto load. This may work for you, this may not work for you. If it doesn't, you may have to do this manually. And to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to just left click on this recorder fsx.dll file, and you may have to click on it twice to get it highlighted. After the X in FSX, we're going to put the number 1. And just click outside of the box here, outside of this area, and then make sure it's unselected. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go into our C drive, left click, we're going to go into our programs files 86. I've tried to do this in a different outside of the program file 86 and it didn't work for me. It might work for you, but for me this is how I had to do it. We're going to double click on this FS Recorder for FSX because this was originally created by the automatic install. I just left it in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this FSX1.dll and drag it in there. As you can see, I've already got it in there, so I'm not going to redo it. There's no need for me to do that. And we're going to back out of this. Next, what you have to do is you have to go into your app data, and this is where it might be a little bit different on your computer. I'm not sure why or how it happened to me on this, but I don't have an FSX-SE Steam folder. I have just the regular FSX in this. So to get to your app data folder, so to get to this, I should say, you got to go open up any window, and up here we're just going to type in percentage appdata percentage, and then hit the enter key. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to go down to the Microsoft folder, which is right here. We're going to left double click on that, and like I say, usually you're going to have an FSX-SE folder. For some reason I had both of them on here. I uninstalled the box version, and I uninstalled the Steam version because I had to redo a lot of things. And I'm left with this, and this is where everything went to, and I'm pretty cool with that. Next, we're going to open up this dll.xml file, and to do that, if you don't have a program like Dreamweaver, you can use Notepad. So we're just going to open that with Notepad. With Notepad. Okay, now I'm going to zoom in just a touch on this so you can kind of see what's going on. You've got this is the information that you want on here. You want launch add-on, FS recorder module, disabled, false, disabled, open and close brackets on that. And you want to change, this is usually set to FSX.dll, and because we did the change on it, we want to put the 1 after the FSX and save it. You want to type in everything that's shown like this. If you do that, that should hopefully help you out. Now, if for some reason this doesn't work, there's not really much I can do to help you out. This is kind of either it's going to work or it's not going to work. If you stumble across, a way to make it work other than this, list it down in the comments below. That would be awesome. So, anyway, like I said, you're going to get this information off of the PDF instructions that comes with the zip file that you download from fsrecorder.net, and copy and paste that into your DLL.xml file. Okay, so now let's see what happens. We're going to back out of this, and I'm going to close that. Okay, you're going to notice this error comes up, and it will come up every time. Don't fear. It says that the version is not verified by FSX and may be incompatible. Don't worry about that. You're going to get this error every time too. So, just to let you know that there's nothing to be afraid of. It's normal. It's a good error to have. So we're going to click OK on that. And that's going to bring us to our home screen. So let's do a free flight, and we're just going to go ahead and jump into the default. No sense in loading up anything for this quick little demonstration. I just want to show you kind of it's a little bit different if you're used to the other version, or maybe you never had another version. It's pretty much the same. There's a couple little quirky things about going backwards. It seems that if you load a different plane and then you do play, and you're playing a different plane, it seems to only keep the plane that you have previously loaded. At least on my machine. Maybe it'll be different on yours. You can't do rendering videos in it, which kind of stinks. But for the most part, you get all the other functionality. And that's what I wanted, so I'm fine. I can record on my own here on my laptop. That works for me. Okay, you're going to notice that there's no FS Recorder tab, because that's now underneath the add-ons. And let me go ahead and zoom up to that. So you're just going to click on add-ons. There's your recorder. Obviously record, play. It's got most of the other settings that the current version has. Like I say, there's just a couple quirky things about it. This is where you're going to set up everything under the recording settings. When you do the playback, you're going to have this ticked if you want that little control window up there, because there's no option to bring it in once you're playing something. So that's kind of a thing that, stinks. But for the most part, everything is the same, and it appears to be working fine. I've got no complaints yet. And that's pretty much a wrap here from FlightSim Productions. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on our Facebook page at facebook.com/FlightSim Productions.